pump up some bass.
Let's go.
Well, hello and welcome to another Saturday and another ride. And last night, as soon as I finished work, we got our way down to Jimna Base Camp. Set up camp. A couple of people about today. Camping last night, there's a few more to come this afternoon as well. But I got myself a pretty good spot. I'm pretty happy. Pete's up making coffees for everyone. Anyone who wants them. So we're just gonna poke around a few of the tracks around here, since there are absolute millions of them. So I'm not sure on any of the road names around here, but basically we're just going to head to, whoa, Betsy, are we turning this way? Yeah, we're just going to head to Charlie Moreland's and then see where the day takes us pretty much. I'm not too fussed on where I go, because I'm just happy to be out, had a good camp. See if I can get myself to a lookout at some point. Which way? This way. I think it's called Point Glorious Lookout, near Mapleton. That's a pretty good easy ride. Tell you what though, it is good waking up and being on the trails instead of having to travel an hour and a half. Well, I've done a bit of logging up through here. It is a logging area after all. I think this is the way I went last time. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to say it wasn't. I'm going to try and get back on this road. Yeah, I love these sort of tracks here. I think we just ride along some of these sort of farm roads for a bit before we head into the actual national park, the rainforesty sort of section. So this is Sunday Creek Road. It's every time I've come along it, it's always been in really good nick. And it's a great ride through here. Nice and cool. Hopefully it doesn't rain today. They are predicting a little bit, but I got a sneaking suspicion I'll be fine. It's only about 40% chance. Yeah, loving it through here. So I just pulled up at Peters Creek. I didn't walk down there. I'm not sure how I'm going to go for time today. But here it is down here nonetheless. By the road there is a 500 metre return walking track. Oh yeah. From what I could see, it looked pretty good over there from the walking track too. Oh, that'd be good for a dip on a hot day. But this is Funnels Hut Road. Pete from Jimna suggested I take it. I don't think he'd bum steer me, so we'll give it a go. Which does mean we won't be going past Charlie Moreland, which is fine. There's nothing to see there. Anyway, it's just a campground, but that was the way I had mapped out. Yeah, don't know if the camera shows how big that tree is, but it is a whopper. Be a sight to see in a flood, if you could even get here. Bit of a creek. How deep's that? Well, I'm going to take what appears to be the chicken way. Try not to slip on that thing. Well, there you have it. Bit of a crossing. Had to put my boot down. Gave it a bit of a bath. Looks like we'll be giving it another one. Yeah, nice. Didn't expect to see any creek crossings. I might head to, I think it's Geiger's Road. I'm not sure. We'll find out when we get there. But I've seen a few videos on that place, and it's been on my radar for quite a little while. So we'll check it out and we'll see what it's all about, because it does look good. So this is Greiger's Road. Never been on it. As I said earlier, it has been on my radar, and I've seen a few other guys do it and it looks great. Ayres's Misadventures, he seems to do it a bit. Him and his mates seem to love it. So we'll give it a crack, eh? He actually calls it the elevator, because it just goes up and up and up. So we'll see if I can do it. So I just went through a whole heap of farmlands. Wasn't sure if I was in the right spot, but this looks like it could be right. And up we go, eh? They're far out. Goes up all right. This line. Oh well, that sign there just said easy, so yeah, this is good. Got a new Dunlop D606 on the back. So I installed it myself. The first tyre, motorbike tyre anyway, I've actually changed myself. Because I figured, if you're going to keep going into the bush by yourself, it's one thing to carry all the tools and the tubes and pumps and patches and all the good stuff, but you need to know how to do it as well. So I thought I might as well practice and learn in the garage, where it's going to be easier than on the side of a trail. So at least that way when it does happen, I kind of know what I'm doing. And I can actually get them delivered to my house cheaper than the shop sells them for me, or to me for. I used Adam Ryman, his advice with changing tyres, and he uses silicone spray. He covers the thing, covers the tube, all the inside, the sidewall, and I don't know if it was a combination of that or the fact that the 606 might actually be an easy tyre to replace, but yeah, I didn't really struggle at all. And I got some balancing weights that sort of just have a set screw, and they just screw onto your spokes. I tell you, I could tell the difference that it was balanced, so the shop hasn't even been balancing them. Not that that's something I would do in the bush, balance it, but yeah, I can see why Azzy and all his mates call this the elevator. It just keeps going up. Let me know if it's actually called the elevator, or if that's just what you and your mates call it. Like, is that a common name? So I know when I used to ride years ago with me and my mates, I mean, we didn't have phones or GPSs back then, so we had names for everything. Yeah, it's nice here. I'm guessing I've made it to the top because we're coming down. Yeah, this is really nice in here. What a jungle. Tell you what, anyone who comes in here after the rain is a better rider than me. Not that that's hard though. But yeah, this would be a grease trap in here. Bit of a causeway going on. I can only assume it's slippery. Oh wow. I might stop and have a look at that. That looked pretty good. Yeah. Nice. What a jungle. Oh, we'll keep moving, eh? So I think I'm, I don't know what the road's called, but I think this is the road. If I keep following this, it's going to take me to Brandon's Mill, I think. I'm actually almost certain. But I've only ever done it the once, so it's not really familiar. Yeah, great roads through here. I'm just after these fire trails. But I might take this to, I think it's Belthorpe. Last time I did a video on the Indian Challenger, I said one day I'll check out that road. I think today's the day. Then I'll just take Postman's Track down to Conondale, and then try and get my way to Mullaney or Mapleton and get to Point Glorious or something or other. Look out. Oh, small detour before I head off into Belthorpe. I'm going to go to Beacon View just to stretch my legs. Have a bit of a break, a bit of a drink. And it's a pretty good lookout. What's going on? I'm carting a stick around again. That got it. Yeah, it's a pretty good trail. Track, road. Probably a road, considering it's called Beacon Road. But it's still fun. I'll tell you what, if you're feeling up for it, check out Gorge Break up here. When you get to Beacon View, just keep going. You'll love it, mate. You'll love it. I'm not doing it again. Not solo. But if I can do it on a KLR, you can do it too, I reckon. I got faith in ya. I reckon you just give it a crack. You never know. Heading up here, you might run into Mary. She's always up for a smoke. Still unclear on what it is that she smokes though. This lookout should just be up here. Beacon View. That'll be the end of the road for me. So we've made it to Mapleton, and this is Change Gear Hill, where we are at the moment. Probably the hardest part about this road, and it is not hard by any means. It's actually probably the best bit. But you do have to watch yuppies in their four-wheel drives. Yep, well, that was Change Gear Hill. Huh. Wonder where all these tracks go. I'll get round to them one day. I think there might be a little waterfall there, perhaps. Not sure. Now, I was thinking of getting a drone so I could send it off little edges like that and have a look. But that's just another thing to carry, film, edit. I don't know. I don't mind making these videos for the most part. I just make them for fun. But sometimes it can take the fun away from the ride. That's why I don't make them every week. If I don't feel like filming, I just don't. Sometimes you just gotta be in the moment and just ride. Pretty hard packed through here. Well, we must be getting close now. Hopefully there's not a lot of people there. It was pretty good last time I came. There was just one or two. Yeah, so this is Point Glorious Lookout. Pretty good views. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so that was Point Glorious Lookout. Pretty nice looking lookout, to be honest. Definitely worth the trip up there. yeah, it's met this fella on a T7, Brett, I think his name was. Nice to meet you, Brett. And I think I've fallen in love with his bike. I did have my mind and my heart pretty much set on an Africa Twin, but I also was looking at the T7, and they both got their pros and cons. But yeah, just looking at it in person, I haven't seen one in person. I really should get out there to the shops and look at them both. But what I want to do is sell my Indian Challenger and this KLR and just have the one bike. I'm kind of looking for something I can still tour on. You know, still punch down some highway Ks and some mountain roads, and something I can still hit the dirt on as well. But having two bikes costs a fortune just storing one, just with insurance and rego, and you're not even riding it. You know, this bike here is it's obviously the flavour of the month at the moment. I've taken the Indian out a few times, but all I want to do is just hit the dirt trails lately. But that's not to say I won't want to hit the bitumen twisties and punch out some really long Ks. Do a couple of motel stays along the way. And I think the Africa Twin was going to be the bike to do it, but that's only because I've seen one of them and they look huge. But looking at the T7, they're a massive bike too. The whole stance just screams dominance, really. It looks so race ready. Not like this big old behemoth tractor, but I mean this tractor is a great bike. But I'm just looking to only have one bike. But anyway, that's enough rattling on about that. So I'm just going to take this road here to Imbil. Might grab a bite to eat, and we're pretty much just going to take one of those dirt roads. I'm not sure which one I'll take yet, and I don't even know the name, but there's two options. I'm sure there's more if you know the area, but I'll take that back to Jimna. That'll pretty much be me done for the day, I think. That should be about 3 o'clock by the time I get back. Couple of stinky flea-ridden deer. Don't know if you can see them. But that was deer. I scared them off. Tried to get the camera going quick enough, but you know how it is. So this is just Bella Creek Road. Just out of Imbil. I grabbed some lunch at Imbil. Look at the size of that eagle. It's as big as a bloody pelican. Anyway, I grabbed some lunch at Imbil and just ate that by a creek. Yeah, bit of a creek crossing, not much of one. I'll take the chickens way again. I think that's it. There might be one more. I can't quite remember. Yeah, I'll just take this chicken's way again. That's what I do. No point pushing me luck. Just going to head back to camp. Not much to see along here. So I will show you how busy camp has gotten as I roll in. But other than that, I think I'll just wrap the video up here. Another great day out. Another awesome adventure to be had. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming, and I'll see you again next time. Righto.